Okay, so I know the lighting is like super awkward in here. I just wanted to talk to you guys about like how the coronavirus has affected us. Um, because obviously it's affected everybody in different ways, but one of the biggest things I can say is we are no longer anywhere close to as financially okay as we were before. Obviously, we still struggled before all of this happened, and this kind of just catapulted us into a whole nother category of struggling. I've been on unemployment for almost 2 months now, and that has been hard in itself. I hate having to rely on the government for funding. I hate having to rely on the government to help me with paying for a place to stay. Obviously, going from hotel to hotel is not really the best either. It really sucks. And like, considering how many people I've seen from the local area staying in hotels, I honestly feel like the homeless problem in Indiana, more specifically Northwest Indiana, because that's where I live, has just kind of like, maybe before it was here, and it just keeps rising the longer that this goes on. My county that I live in is now back up and running and open, so to speak. I don't necessarily feel that that was the best idea, because our numbers are still rising. Every day it's rising. And I know there's going to be people who disagree with me, but I feel like if you need to keep the government closed or businesses closed and, it saves somebody's life, that's more important than getting back to work. We need to figure out a way to help other people. And this was an issue even before the coronavirus happened. So, like, there's not enough assistance for people who are living paycheck to paycheck. Those people who were living paycheck to paycheck are now like royally screwed. And I don't think a lot of people realize just how dire that situation really is. We've almost been living in hotel rooms for a month. I think it'll be about 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, we will have hit, maybe just under 2 weeks, we will have hit being in hotels for a month. So, I don't know. Like, as it moves into the summertime, hotel rooms are going to get more and more expensive, and I really don't know what we're going to do. I've looked into campgrounds, I've looked into Airbnb. Like, even to pay for an Airbnb for a week, it's more expensive than staying in hotels for a week. I looked into renting a tent space at a campground. A tent space at a campground that allows you to have electrical. I think it was like $45 to $50 more expensive than staying in hotels for a week. It's not feasible for us to keep doing this though. And we're trying, like, we're doing our best, but it is really getting to me. Like, this whole situation is rocking me mentally, like, horrible. My anxiety has been off the charts. I don't feel motivated anymore. It screwed my second term of school. Like, I didn't even tell you guys yet, but I withdrew from both classes because I just couldn't keep going. Like, I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't concentrate. I couldn't focus on what I needed to focus on. And so I'm registered for term 3. But term 2, I ended up withdrawing from both classes. I know I told you guys about withdrawing from sociology, but I ended up withdrawing from the biology class also because it just threw me for a loop. And like, my mother-in-law has been trying to help as much as she could, but she, like I told you guys, we had thought about like putting our tent in her backyard, and like I would have even given her money towards like her bills and stuff. She said no, which, I mean, that's her choice, but I just don't know what to do anymore. It's like every day that we're in this situation, yes, while we have this room, I feel a little bit better. I feel a little bit more stable because I don't have to worry about sleeping in the car for that week. But like today's Monday and Wednesday night is our last night here. So we have to be out of here Thursday morning. And then I do have a reservation at another hotel, but it's a little bit more expensive than here. And I don't know. It's just, everything is just really getting to me. And like, I'm sorry if my content hasn't been the most interesting. I'm trying my best, but it's just so hard to be positive and not come on here and share like all the negative shit that's going through my mind, because there's just so much negative that it's hard for me to be positive about anything. So I hope you guys aren't like upset that I've just been doing vlogs mostly for the most part and sharing like certain experiences that we have at the hotels, but I don't really know what else to do, because like I said, if I was to just come and talk to you guys, like I don't want to keep having videos like this where I'm just talking to you guys about how depressed I am, about how hopeless I'm feeling, about how everything seems like it's not going in the right direction, and it just seems like everything is just crashing down. And it all started with everything that happened with the house. And I know I haven't posted exactly what happened with the house that we bought. And I promise you guys, I will tell you what happened when I'm able to talk about it, because it irritates me to the point that just thinking about it, like we could be there right now. Our mortgage at that house was $450 a month. We could have been there if all the stuff that happened hadn't happened. So I hope you guys are doing okay. I hope everybody is safe and happy, and that you aren't in the same or similar situation as we are, currently staying in hotel rooms because you have nowhere else to go and you don't have family that can help you. Like I said, I am trying to stay positive. I am trying to attract positive things into my space and into my life, but sometimes it's hard when you're in the midst of all this depressing shit to stay positive. So thank you for understanding. Thank you for watching. If there's anything you'd like me to talk about in a future video, let me know and I will get it filmed for you, and I will talk to you guys again in my next one.